22nd, 2021, 1:36 a.m. I've run out of energy. I don't have the motivation to do this schoolwork. I don't want to go to class. I skipped 2 classes today. I stopped brushing my teeth and taking off my makeup before going to bed because it's too hard, because I don't want to, because I don't care. I don't have a lot of hope for the future. I don't know what I'm supposed to look forward to. I don't think there is anything to look forward to. I'm just so burned out and tired all the time. I just want to go to bed and never have to wake up. I just want to go home. I'm sharing this journal entry of mine with you not to try to gain sympathy or attention, but to open up the conversation about mental health among college students specifically, as it's a very normal and very relevant topic that we are all facing today. I know I'm not the only one who feels this kind of way and has had feelings like this. So in this presentation, I'm going to talk about the rising incline of mental health among college students, the effects different mental health issues can have on students, and also something that's not talked about enough, but the financial pressures that can intensify and cause feelings of anxiety and depression. In the American College Mental Health Association ran a study in 2019 and found that 72% of college students reported feeling very sad, 66.4 reported feeling overwhelming anxiety, 85% reported feeling exhausted, not physically, this was mentally and emotionally. 46.2% reported feeling so depressed it was difficult to function, and 14.4% reported severely considering suicide. With suicide being the top leading cause of death among young adults, according to youngadultmentalhealth.org. This is a very relevant topic. These numbers are big, which means a lot of people can relate, but also the fact that a lot of people can relate is very alarming. Gordon Kimsey in in his study, and Melanie Hansen writes in her article posted on the Education Data Initiative in 2021, notes that sleep deprivation, isolation from social interactions, poor academic performance, inability to function, and lack or loss of self-care are all symptoms and reasons or effects of mental health among college students, or just mental health among people who suffer in general. All of these things are internal struggles that students will face, and while their mental, emotional, and physical well-being are all struggling, now I want to talk about the external pressures that are facing them that can only make these issues and problems worse. Um, in her article, Melanie Hansen talks about the average of college tuition for students being $35,700, about $700 per student per year. This number has tripled over the past 20 years, making the growth rate 6.8%. She also mentions that the average in-state tuition for a 4-year college student is about $25,600, and then the average out-of-state tuition for a 4-year college student is $27,400. It's important to note that this is just for tuition. This doesn't include room and board or any external fees like meal plans, all the stuff that comes with moving into college. So this rising increase of financial issues is what's leading a lot of college kids to struggle mentally and emotionally. With an increased amount of financial issues that college kids have to face, they are now forced to perform a juggling act as they have to work through schoolwork. And we're all in college, we know that the course of college is really challenging and really rigorous, but a lot of kids also take on jobs to help support themselves and help pay off their student loans. So on top of their schoolwork, they're also working jobs. And they also feel this pressure to succeed In highereducationtoday.org, they mentioned that students today feel a very high pressure that they need to succeed. With the higher increase of college tuition, they feel like this pressure is even intensified because they're paying so much money to go to school. So for them to succeed is incredibly important. Also with society, um, there's this natural assumption that once you graduate high school, you will go to college and get a job right after. That timeline provides a lot of anxiety for kids and students in college especially. So I'm going to talk about the National Alliance on Mental Illness, or NAMI, as I like to say. This is the largest mental health organization in the country, as it has 600 local affiliates that provide support groups, classes, informative speakers, and programs for college students and high school students to help support them through any of their mental health issues or problems. I highlighted this program specifically because it's free and students do not need to worry about any financial issues when it comes to getting the support that they need. NAMI also works to end the stigma against mental health issues and really works to educate the public on mental health awareness. So these are two QR codes that you can use to take action. If you would like to donate, that would be amazing. NAMI right now is matching every single donation through December 31st. So if you scan this QR code, it will take you to a link that will take you to a place where you can donate and they will match the donation you make. If you can't donate, that's completely okay. This link will take you to a support page where you can sign petitions to support mental health research. You can sign up to vote, and then you can also sign up for an email list to get on and to get in action with and in contact with your local congressman to make awareness for mental health initiative in the education program. I also want to talk about the recent FAFSA rule change, because that's having a lot of effect on students' financial issues. So everybody knows what FAFSA is because we probably all use it. And it's a way a lot of students support themselves through the whole college process. Currently, FAFSA has a discount for families who have multiple kids in college at the same time, and they just announced a rule change that will eliminate this discount, meaning that families will inherently have to pay double the amount for multiple kids in college at the same time. I'm a daughter of 3, and all of my sisters, we will all be in college at the same time, so this will personally affect me. So here's a petition that you can sign that will be sent to the Board of Education that will put this rule change on hold. It's supposed to go in action on January 1st, 2020. So this is coming up fast, but we do have time to put it on hold. If the goal is 75,000 signatures, we're at about 55,000, so we could approve this consent. So I've talked in this presentation about how kids struggle with mental health in college, the effects that it has on them, but also how financial issues really impact the way that they go through their college experience and struggle with their mental health issues. As I started with a quote or an excerpt from my journal entry, I'm going to end with another one. This is from October 28th, 2018. Things are getting better. My talks with Dr. Nye, my therapist, have helped so much. I miss home, but I'm finding ways to make Pepperdine my new home. I have good friends, supportive teachers, and I feel safe. It's still hard to get up in the morning, and life is not that perfect, but I know it'll be